Pasa rápido, la historia es lineal, no consume tanto tiempo, además de que es muchísimo menos texto. No, aparte de que pues es nuevo, ¿verdad? El juego. Sí debería. Debería de actualizarlo. Y seguirle.
As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
¿Puedo preguntarte algo?
Go ahead.
¿Buscas a tu amigo por el mismo motivo que nosotros? ¿Quieres buscar a tu amigo por la misma razón que nosotros? Es la misma pregunta, mijita.
After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what
Mucho
happened.
texto. ¿Cuál mucho texto? Está bien, está de maravilla.
He wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always
Era la estratega del equipo.
what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
Híjoles. Y aunque lo encuentres, no creo que vaya a ser la misma persona, mijito.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name.
Muy,
If you see any
muy.
fragments scattered around the
Pues
area,
terminar de
please
hacer mi
collect
tarea
them.
del diplomado, pero después de esto.
Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Okay.
Whoa, look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Hold it, Rider. Hold it. Vale. Vamos a meter a esta doña.
The Spina's on the case.
¿Cuándo esta doña? Vamos a meter a este don.
This had better be important. Too slow. Behold, upon the gale. Squall and fury.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Wretched vermin.
¡Ay, se me muere el señor! Espérate tantito. No me he dado cuenta de su vida. ¡Órale!
Barbados, guide us. Shine down.
Booba, get them!
Squall and fury. Upon the gale.
Illusion shattered.
Nice.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
¡No! ¡No! Ah, ahí está.
Vichama!
50 proyectos, éntrale, ya te está yendo bien. Very nice.
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the abyss is getting stronger.
The abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago.
Úpale.
I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
Te ayudaré a ganar tiempo.
Thank you.
Ah, sí, es cierto que podemos, purificar cosas. Ah, que tengo que apretar como loca desquiciada. Aprieta tantito.
Whoa, watch out.
¿Se escucha?
The power
¿Eso apretadas?
strong.
¡Ale! Y a mi momento ha llegado.
Hanging in there?
Hay una pregunta, corrígeme si me equivoco, pero ¿no habías dicho que ayer viernes fue tu cumpleaños? En efecto, fue mi cumpleaños. Aguantaré mucho más.
No, why can't I find him? Why?
Porque está muertísimo el señor. Me digo, hay un mosquito en mi... No, no había mosquitos.
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Sea Lolly. Get back!
Ah, con que es de arco. Pobrecito. La doña es de arco. La verdad es que no me hubiera imaginado que fuera de arco. Yo creí que iba a ser espada.
Just now, it looked like the spirit speaker stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get
¿De
back.
cuántos años?
Yeah, barely a second before
No
you
quiero
made it go
decirlo.
poof.
Ya
Not
lo quiero.
everyone has your reflexes, Chasca. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Dentro de poco ya no podré hacer, ya no podré poner pretextos de que sean adulta chiquiteta.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
Porque ya no voy a ser chiquiteta.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait,
Ya, ahí tropezé, lo siento. Discúlpame, señor.
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now.
Medio siglo, ojalá. No.
Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
This is...
La obsidiana. Mire, sin pena, mira, a mí a los 17 ya me tronaban las rodillas y los hechos empecé con los problemas de espalda. F.
Malco. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword.
Pisac
Say a few
y
last
Malco.
words. Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just hard thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Diablos.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisac.
Si le cantaron las mañanitas, ¿cuáles le gustan
Always had to be
más?
in
A mí me
every
gustan las de
meeting.
Cepillín. Sí, me pusieron las mañanitas.
Again,
Las de mariachi, pues.
Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case, Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living.
Qué fuerte. Vive por nosotros.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
¿Te sientes mejor? O sea, espérate tantito.
Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me
Acabamos de ver esa pequeña memoria. Ni siquiera te esperas los 5 minutos. 5 minutos para que al menos saque sus últimas lágrimas. No, 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 no. A los pocos 10 segundos. ¿Te sientes mejor ahora que ya sabes qué le pasó? O sea,
But it also
insensible la viajera. Habla de Barachi y no tienes un modelo así con ropa de mes patrio. No, no la tengo. Fíjate que sí tengo tiempo pensándola. Ahorita ya tengo al menos preparado y listo la skin de Halloween, que la van a ver hasta el 15 de octubre. Pero como voy a desaparecer 3 semanas, pues...
A deeper pain? Why?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking. And his smile was forced.
¿En serio?
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life,
¿Cómo le pregunto esta?
he was thinking the same thing.
Ya feliz, como que ya feliz. Ya feliz en...
Chama.
Ah, por el señor, ¿no?
I'm fine.
Nah, no están acostumbrados a la muerte. A este solo le falta calle. No, bueno.
When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning.
¿Te refieres a que deberías haber luchado a pesar de tu herida?
If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight.
No, y ahora aparte tomando en cuenta todo el tema de este orgullo por cómo estaban hablando de Kachina, me imagino que este señor cuando regresó, porque obviamente estaba herido de una pierna, mucha gente se lo reprimió, ¿sabes? Diciéndole, ¿cómo puede ser posible que esta persona que yo quería mucho y que estaba en tu equipo se murió y tú sí viviste porque estuviste bien débil y decidiste retirarte en el momento justo? Imagínate también, ¿sabes? O sea, pobre señor. No solo es esa presión y esa culpa de que puede que por él es que murieron todos, porque se retiró y era el que hacía toda la estrategia, sino que también la gente que lo estuvo culpando de todo.
I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Pues estuviste mucho tiempo en el abismo.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to her, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Huh.
That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
No tiene pinta de que sea su primera visita al abismo.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Yep.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wine the good news. Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand. Right?
Prepárate para una regañada. Chuichu.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
Yo ahí leo un chuichu. ¿De dónde cuichi? ¿Dónde está la i? Es que... Mira, comprendo por ejemplo las pronunciaciones de Sumeru y de Fontaine, porque se supone que está basado en idioma francés y en árabe, ¿ok? Pero estos que son más, indígenas que nada, o sea, me imagino, al menos yo lo que yo pienso, eso ha de ser inca. Y ¿tiene esa pronunciación? No creo, ¿sí?
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two.
Si Atlas está basada en varias culturas de América Latina, entonces ¿dónde fucking está el pozole? Sí está el pozole. O sea, hay una comida, y creo que yo lo tengo ahí, que dice, creo que caldo de res con maíz. Creo que era algo así. Sí hay pozole. Sí quieren el pozole.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Koichi, Dios mío.
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here.
Ah, ¿es la hermana? Era un corazoncito.
My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chasca for a few minutes. You come with me.
Ah, su mecha.
I'll be just a moment.
Tiene desquite, a mí no me engañan. Sí, sí hay desquite.
Koichi, Chasca's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood.
Ahora que lo dices es verdad que se refirió a sí misma como hermana de Chasca.
It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chasca was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result.
Enfermedad
Ibis
rara.
found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive, but it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chasca finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chasca still had a habit of getting into fights. So
Pelea por
Koichi was
cualquier
always
cosa.
taking her around.
Entonces sí, es que eso de que le decían que era mediadora entre tribus, sí, entonces la forma en que mediaba las cosas era, se me calman a los confirmado.
One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids.
No es una vamos a calmarnos, es una se me calman a los calmo.
Eventually, she
muy
found a way
latón
to
también.
rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. It sounds
Ay,
like she
ups, sí, la
still
entropía,
argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chasca from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chasca makes up her mind, there's no change.
El verdadero, ¿y si yo lo encuentro qué?
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chasca even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what still,
Upsi.
I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
Pero es la hermana mayor, no la menor.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Quesito al extranjero.
Technically, I am going abroad, right?
En realidad no está nada.
Again with the excuses. We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below.
Nivel 2.
You can only
¿Es
go
en
up to
serio?
level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
Nivel 4. Ok, doña.
What do you mean, sneak into the
Sí tiene que ver el nombre de
I
Chuichi,
always
pero lo
planned
más
on walking
parecido
in
es
there with
que
my head held high.
Kuichi, que viene del nombre del dios de arcoíris de la mitología inca. Ah.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you?
Pero pues entonces si fuera así, ¿por qué le ponen un U y no un I como debe ser?
Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
Sheesh.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
You... What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
Ya párele, señora. Bueno, o sea, no debería porque siendo la hermana menor que regaña a la hermana mayor. Se parece mucho a mí. Yo mi hermana. Cuando me enfado, hace regaño, Yish. Yo creo que nada más que Latinoamérica está basada en Sudamérica y es Latinoamérica, Sudamérica y, o sea, Latinoamérica, Sudamérica, ese y África también, porque también tiene bastantes rasgos africanos. La música principalmente.
Time out. Is this
No, pero, o sea, a ver si estás
a
diciendo...
serious one?
Yosora. Latinoamérica, estamos hablando de México hasta Argentina, o sea, todo eso es Latinoamérica. Centroamérica es tal cual Centroamérica, sin incluir obviamente México y sin incluirlo Sudamérica, pero sí, o sea, prácticamente sí, está inspirado en Latinoamérica y en África.
Chasca, does it
Hello,
sound
de
like
Kobayashi,
I'm
¿qué tal?
joking?
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault.
Ah,
I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
menos los brazucos.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Ah, claro, es que tiene una enfermedad, sí es cierto, ahorita nos lo saqué a comentar, ¿verdad? Por eso está como que muy paniqueada con eso del porque tiene una enfermedad específica. ¿Qué tipo de enfermedad tiene?
Sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Doña, no tenemos tu tiempo, tenemos que salvar a Kachina.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
Eso, gracias, comadre. Es que te estabas dejando regañar. ¿Qué
You're
onda?
really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chasca. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
Norteamérica alta hace un frío del demonio, ahí las
You
ven.
two are something else.
¿Cómo que alta? ¿A qué te refieres con Latinoamérica alta?
something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood. but
Los
you two
Andes.
share
Ah, ok.
similar.
A ver, es que ahorita no estamos como que en la sección que se supone que es en los Andes. Chasca proviene supuestamente del lugar en donde vienen los Andes. Ya viste a la supuesta hermana. Ella no está.
Really?
Ella está bien cubierta.
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say
Mualani.
this.
Es más, Mualani, por
Spend a
ejemplo,
little
está
time
inspirado en
with your
Hawái.
sister.
También incluye Hawái, o sea, incluye también Oceanía,
That doesn't
per
mean you
se.
have to go it alone.
Porque aparte, el líder de su pueblo, si te acercas, dice ahí que es el Kahuna. En lugar de ser el líder, es el Kahuna. Y eso es hawaiano.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
Estadounidense promedio. ¿Por qué existe en Latinoamérica, aparte de México? Matata.
About that.
Kahuna. No. Bueno, Kahuna Matata.
If only Tonegif Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
Todo el sur es México.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Hawái es técnicamente Estados Unidos. Ah, pues mira. No, pero no hay rasgos canadienses ni estadounidenses, ¿sí? ¿No? Que yo sepa. No los van a meter. Te imagino, no los meten. Si aquí no hay un vaquero, si no nos ponen un vaquero,
Sounds like it was an urgent
hasta la fecha no hay algún
situation.
vaquero ni vaquera.
If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice.
Entonces estamos aquí.
Still, Seatlale's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Sí, se me olvidaba que Hawái era Estados Unidos per se. Culturalmente hablando, la verdad, yo no tomo Hawái como Estados Unidos, ¿vale? Culturalmente hablando, yo tomo a Hawái como algo aparte, aunque sé que sí requieres la visa para poderla visitar en algún punto.